Hello, my name is Jasmine McDonald. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I post ballet and fitness related videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and now Sunday. And if you're also new here, you may as well hit subscribe. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a follow along for stretching and warming up your ankles and feet. I always get questions on my TikTok and my Instagram, which I'll put right here, as well as in the description box down below, how I improved my arches and how I improved my point work / do you have any tips for pre-point and point work? So today's video is going to be just that. So let's roll out our mats. Make sure you are warm and hydrated beforehand. So definitely check out one of my warm-up videos. Always check with your dance teacher and doctor before starting any new exercises. The only equipment I'll be using today is a TheraBand and a loop band from the FLEXSPACE Band package. And I will also put that in my description box because I have a discount code for $10 off of this entire package. I do work for FLEXSPACE, so this is not sponsored, but they just released and dropped their new beautiful bands, which I have a review for in my channel as well, which I'll also put in the cards below and the description box. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start with some ankle rolls. Again, all I'm using today is a TheraBand and this loop band for some strengthening exercises. So we're just going to start with some ankle rolls. I like to sit onto my elbows to relax my legs a little bit, so sitting halfway back. I'm also going to roll my pants for you guys to see. We're going to ankle roll going out with our toes, going in and around. We're not focusing so much on our toes right now, more so warming up our ankle joint, lubricating the joint around it. We're gonna do 4 more, so we're gonna do 8 in total. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Let's reverse those ankle circles, going out and around for 8, and 7, and we do 6, and 5, we do 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, flexing your toes up, we're going to go demi-point to point, demi-point, and flex 4 times. Demi-point to point, demi-point, and flex, and 3 to point, demi-point, and flex, and 4 to point, demi-point, and flex. Taking that same foot, tuck your foot underneath your bum, lifting your heel, press forward onto your toes, just stretching at the bottoms of our toes, warming up our arch, and just pressing forward. And put your heel back down, shift forward into a forward fold, and keeping your knees bent, we're just stretching out the backs of our arch and our ankle here. Keeping your hands on the floor, feet flat on the floor as well. And let's do that again. Send your weight into your hands, send it back, lifting your heel and shifting your weight forward. Good. This time, untuck your toes and shift your weight forward over your ankle. Be gentle here. And then bring it back, and you're gonna flex your feet, plant your feet flat on the floor, send your weight onto your hands, and stretch your hips up to the sky, and release your feet. Let's do the same thing on the second side. 8 ankle rolls with the other foot. We go in and around first for 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse those circles, going for 8. This one kind of feels 4 and 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The same thing, flex to demi-point, flex, demi-point, point, demi-point, flex for 4, 3, to point, demi-point, flex, 2, to point, demi-point, flex, and last one, 1, to point, demi-point, flex. Plant that foot flat on the floor, lifting your heel, press forward. Stretching out, ooh, maybe that happens to you too, that ankle pop. And then plant your foot flat on the floor, place your hands onto the floor, send your hips up, bending your knees, stretching at the back of your ankles. Good, and sitting back down again, heels on or bum on your heels, lifting your heel up, pressing forward. And then this time, untuck your toes and shift forward gently with your bum on your heel. Good. Now that that's out of the way, let's sit back again, go back into your first side. I just like to alternate between sides so that you don't get too crampy. Same idea that we're going to point our toes and bring our toes to the inside, and you're going to draw a U going down with your toes and then going out, keeping them pointed the whole time. We're going to do that 8 times. Notice that scrunching action. This is not what you want to do in ballet class, but it's really good for strengthening your ankle. We're going to do 7 and going out. We do 6 and going out. And 5, going out, and 4. For the next 4, I want you guys to open up your toes now. We open for 4, and 3, opening up our toes, pointing them down, splaying them out, 2, opening our toes, pointing them down, splaying them out. Last one, 1, opening our toes. Ooh, feels a little weird. And splaying them out. Let's do the same thing on the second side, doing our U's, going in, going out, always making sure our toes are straight here. You never want to go on point with bent, curled toes. We do 2 more. 2, and we do 1. Now splaying our toes open. Point, splay your toes and flex. Point, splay your toes and flex out. So we're pronating and sickling, which I know is not something we usually do in ballet class, but it's good to condition the muscles along the front of our shin to strengthen our ankle when we're on point. Good, and relax it. Shake it out for a second. Let's grab our TheraBand for the next set of exercises. We're going to do 3 of these exercises together. So placing the band over top of your toes, send 1 foot forward, just like we did in the beginning. We're going to go from flex to demi-point to point, and we're going to do that 8 times with my counting 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice tall back demi-point, and point, demi-point, and flex. I just need to adjust very quick because these socks are slippery. Demi-point, and point, demi-point. Let's start again, and flex, and 2, 2 point, demi-point, and flex, and 3. Make sure your ankle is straight, and flex. We do 4, 2 point, demi-point, and flex. We do 5, 2 point, demi-point, and flex. 6, 2 point, demi-point, and flex. 7, 2 point, demi-point, and flex. Last time. 8. Now stay on the 8th one, pointing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, staying for 1. Just flex the toes and point. Flex the toes and point. That's 2. We do 3 and point. We do 4 and point. We do 5 and point. We do 6 and point. We do 7 and point. Calf is cramping. 8 and point. Flex it and stretch your calf. You can bend your knee here. We're going to do the same thing on the second side. 5, 6, 7, 8. We do demi-point and point, demi-point, and flex. We do 2, 2 point, demi-point, and flex. We do 3, 2 point, keeping the toes straight, and flex. We do 4, 2 point, keeping the ankle straight as well, demi, and flex. We do 5, 2 point, demi, and flex. We do 6, point, demi, and flex. We do 7, 2 point, and demi, and flex. We do 8, and point, and demi, and flex. Going back all the way to point, we hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just a demi-point to point. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. We do 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Flex the feet and relax. You can bend your knee and flex your foot with the TheraBand. Beautiful. Okay, so for this next one, you will need the band, the loop band. I'm using the FLEXSPACE one around your ankles, and you'll need a block in between your feet, preferably lengthwise, depending on the width of your hips. I use lengthwise because I am an adult. If you're younger, maybe you use it this way, but find a way that allows you to go into first position a little bit more open, but first position comfortably. And with the band around your ankles and heels on the block, you're going to make sure that your ankles are right over top of all of your toes. They're not wavering in, and your ankles aren't over your pinkies. So they're over your second toes. Keeping your toes flat on the floor, you're gonna lift your heels off the block, squeezing your bottom, and lower them down. We're gonna do that 16 times. We do 16. And down, nice and slow. If they don't come off the block that much, see mine don't come off, but it's the action of lifting them off. And 15. So it's like you're lifting out of your shoe here. We do 14, lifting up tall and down. We do 13 and down. And 12 and down. 11 and down. 10 and down. It's normal not to be able to come off that much. 9, I lost count, and down, and 8, and down, 7, and down, and 6, and down. We do 5, and down, and 4, almost there, and down, and 3, and down, 2, and down. Last one, holding it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Whew, those calves must be on fire. But the exact action of lifting up and out of yourself, getting taller in your demi pointe is exactly what you need in your pointe shoes to stay lifted so you don't sink into your shoes. Very last exercise, using the block, will be standing on 2 feet, facing the wall or the bar with your feet on the block. We're just gonna do regular heel raises or calf raises on the block. You can also do this on a ledge or on a stair. Ready? We do 16. We do 16 going up and slowly down. And 15 and down. And 14 and down. And 13, making sure your ankles are nice and over your toes. 12 and down. 11 and down. 10 and down. And 9, try to release them all the way down. And 8 and down. And 7 and down. And 6 and down. And 5 and down. And 4 and down. And 3 and down. 2, almost there. And last one, and lower down. Take a calf stretch. Another idea is putting a ball in between your ankles. I can't find my lacrosse ball, but I like to put it between my ankles, and I do this with my dancers in pre-pointe to make sure that they're not going in like this. I have a tendency personally to roll my ankles, so it's a good reminder to squeeze the ball, as well as if you're somebody who tends to suckle because you can't drop it, and if you squeeze it too hard by pronating your ankles this way, the ball is going to slip forward. So definitely put a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball between your ankles doing that as well. I do not have one, but definitely do that if you have a tendency to sickle on the way up or to pronate on the way up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this follow along ankle strengthening and calf strengthening class with me / pre-pointe exercise routine. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and bye now. Happy dancing.